Hey everybody, it's Amy with Ultimate Guitar, and I'm with Joe and Lizzie from Hailstorm. How are you guys doing?
Excellent.
Great. Yeah, thanks for having us.
Absolutely. First day of the Stimulate This tour. How did you guys get involved with this? Do you have some friends on the tour, or how did it all work out?
Yeah, we've been with Shinedown. We toured this like our 7th or 8th tour with Shinedown, and with Atlantic, they're represented well on this tour with Stained, us, and Shinedown. So our management. So between all of that,
Yeah,
it's just
management with Chevelle. So it's
keep it in the family.
Yeah, keeping the family together, and it's something about this tour. Being cheap is kind of what we're all about. But for a long time, we only sold our CDs for about $5, and so it's definitely something that we wanted to be involved in. So when they approached us with the idea, we're like, absolutely. So it's just we're excited. I mean, we have no idea how this is gonna go. This is the first day, so it's like it's great.
See, we've been doing a poll all across America. I know we did this before, but this is a much bigger crowd than last time, Peoria. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. So first, before we go any further, I have to hear from all the sexy gentlemen in the house tonight. 1, 2, 3. Oh, very nice, gentlemen.
So you were signed in, if I get this right, in 2005, is that correct? And you just now put out the album this year in April. Was it just a lot of time writing, working on? Did you want to perfect it?
We got signed. We took a vacation. 4 years. We're like, screw it. No.
No, we got signed in 2005. Went out immediately on a 5-song EP. It's which you can find that. It's called One and Done. And basically went out on tour immediately. Most bands just go right into the studio. We went right out on tour. We did the Snowcore tour, the Equinox tour, a bunch of little independent ones. And when you're making the big record, you just kind of want to make sure that no stone is left unturned and we don't lose any little gems in the process.
The cool thing about doing our record, which we'd never done a major record before, and going in a big studio with Howard and his whole team, the guitars were awesome. He has a tech in there, Mark Van Gool, who is the man. Like, he's incredible. The first day, the story I always tell, just to get an idea of where he's at and his level is, we're recording. He looks at Liz. He's like, "Hold on." He's like, "You hold the guitar with your right shoulder down a little bit. I didn't set it up for that." And we're like,
so he took the guitar away and he
Set
set
it
it
up
up
again.
differently. Set it up according to how I stood when I played guitar, which was awesome,
I didn't know you could do that.
I know.
I was like, all right,
Well,
learn something
apparently
every
there's
day.
a science.
And then, between him and the ears on Plotnikov, the engineer, and Hatch, the other engineer, and they all have these amazing ears. They hear things that I was like, I don't hear that, but I trust you, so.
The first thing that we come up with, I stepped up to Peg. He's like, okay, so how do you want the rhythm guitar in this song to be? And I'm like, well, freight train, man. It's full speed, freight train.
Freight train, you got
And
it. Is that
he's like, freight
Japanese
train, yeah.
speed train
Or,
or
yeah,
freight train
exactly.
in America? Okay, you got it.
It was amazing. As he's like, well, okay, so we want the combination of the diesel so we ended up doing a lot of what I did with the diesel amp and a modded
800.
JCM 800. So.
About me. I bet you wish you had me now. Just like that. The best you.
When I fell in love with guitar, it was because of Cinderella and and a lot of '80s metal and Van Halen and all of that. And then
When I came in a band, I was like, here, Lizzie, and I gave her a bunch of CDs like. Here's Soundgarden. Here's Jeff Buckley.
Yeah.
Here's just with the
lot of
weird
90s.
Shit I like.
Very different, aren't they? Yeah, great, but across the board, but very distinct. Does that mesh well when you're writing?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think
totally.
it, especially because we come from different tastes in tones and how to like blend certain things together. I think it makes our style unique, and we keep each other on our toes. You know, just like, oh, well, how'd you do that? Or where did you hear that before? You know, so.
It was cool when I first joined the band. It was like 7 years ago. She had "It's Not You." It was already written there, the first song on the record, that long ago, and I was learning it, and she did the slapping thing, you know, check, you know, this. And I'd never seen that before, and I was like. And I had to freaking learn how to, and it was cool. It was really cool. Like I feel like we work well together in that way. She opened me up to a whole lot of things that I wasn't into, that I absolutely love now, and I was like, and there's a 7 in the chord.
Yeah,
There's a 7.
The great thing about Joe, and one of the reasons why I really wanted him in the band, was that he kind of picked up wherever I left off. You complete me. You complete me.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
Still not you.
It's just still not you. Exactly. It's too cute for ultimate guitar. We gotta.
Yeah.
Now I understand you started. You started around 7 years ago.
Yeah.
But the band has been in existence for.
10, 11 years.
I lost count after 10. So
How old were you when you started?
13.
13 years old.
The drummer's my little brother, so he and I founded it together, and
Dad was playing bass.
yeah,
It was
my
awesome.
dad was playing bass for a good 2 years in the band. Yeah, there's still YouTube footage of that with my dad in zebra pants.
That's Raj. We love
That's
you,
my
Raj.
dad. That's my dad.
I want to borrow your pants someday.
Zach from Shinedown wanted me to ask, of course, about the keytar.
Oh yes.
Talk about the keytar.
Well, I've known Zach Myers since he was a little tyke too, and we were playing around the same scene together, and we'd see each other around the music conferences or in Harrisburg and in Dewey Beach, Delaware, and he used to have very long hair, by the way, which I don't know why you cut it off, Zach, seriously. But what were you thinking? No, but as far as the keytar goes, Zach, that was my transitional point to guitar, because I started out on piano. And I really wanted to, be I wanted to be the Tom Kiefer, the female Tom Kiefer. So basically, I ended up getting a keytar to get into that position. And it was actually, I still have it. I mean, it's got a, vibrato on it. It's great. In fact, you might see it at some point in time, Zach. I'll let you borrow it.
Aw.
Aw.
Maybe that's why. Yeah. Maybe he wants to borrow it.
Do you want to borrow it, Zach?
Maybe 45 needs a guitar.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Staring down the bed with a Moog synthesizer,
I see a whole new direction for Shinedown now. Whole new direction. So have you met Tom Kiefer?
No, I have not yet. No. It's funny because when I get introduced to them, I was around the same age that, this is when Backstreet Boys were out and Britney Spears and all my little friends were into that. And I discovered Cinderella. Didn't exactly realize that they weren't, exactly the same as in their videos anymore. And so I was trying to get all my little friends to, listen to this. And they're like, yeah, this guy's hot. Look at the guitar. They're like, no, my mom said they're old. So that was sad, but I still liked it. It's funny being in the same room with your idols, and having them teach you things that you never thought you'd even be able to speak to these people, and here you are in a room for 2 days,
Jamming.
jamming with them, and just soaking everything in. I mean, we've gotten to experience so much for our ages that, you know, people we know that, I mean, spend their whole lifetime trying to achieve. So, you know, like I said before, if it all ended tomorrow, it would be absolutely worth it. And even though it won't, because, you know, we're onward. But yeah, definitely for the next record, it's we're gonna step it up a little bit. So.
Is it really just a work ethic thing that will keep you going?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we tell everybody that really the trick is just to not give up and keep going. We've gone through, you know, I mean, it hasn't all been like, you know, roses and you know, moonbeams. You know, it's been a roller coaster ride. It's been crazy, and I mean, we technically, you know, as far as bands go, shouldn't be here because of all the stuff that we've gone through. But we have, and we persevered, and we all respect each other as far as bandmates, and we kept it together, keeping the family alive, and never stopped. Just kept one foot in front of the other, and that's, you know, what we plan to do. We hope to make it to the reunion tour. So.
Guys, check out Halestorm. Amazing. If you haven't heard these guys, go on YouTube, get their album. Incredible. I was blown away the first time I heard these guys. So, or you can check them out on the Stimulate This tour. That's another good, right, guys?
Yes.
Hey, come on out.
Stimulate that.